I've snuck into the rental car. I'm about to join the flow of traffic. I'm actually about to beat someone onto the straight. That's magnificent. We're now on the Mulsanne straight. And if you take a look out of there, this is what's crazy about this. As you sweep out of this first corner, and believe me, at speed, it feels like a little bit of a corner. You see the white line there in the middle? Well, there's actually definitely a little camber to the road that in the wet, you're a little bit nervous about crossing. You definitely take your line either here to the right or to the left. Just that little jiggle the car makes as you head down. Now, in the race, they're going to be going straight on. They are not letting us doing that. You go straight on over there, but normally you don't go around the roundabout by Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I guess you could. All right, so we go around behind the... Imagine doing your driving school in the Auto École on the Mulsanne Straight. That'd be something. This is funny. We're going to follow him. Mulsanne. It actually brings it sort of back to a sense of reality when you see how much of a public highway this is, and there the straight carries on here. And just think in the old days when my dad was doing it in the Porsche 917s, and they actually stopped the year before I did Le Mans for the first time in '92, and you'd run this as one continual over a minute at, in his case with the 956, 246 miles an hour. I mean, can you imagine that? And here's the famous Auberge des Naudières on the left. Randy, that's where you used to go, right?
Yep, that's it. That's it. Absolutely.
Boom. Just so you know who Randy is, there he is. There's my producer for the Fox Sports broadcast in the back, getting his tour of the track. These little houses down the side, they really do have primo advantage, but I don't think they tend to appreciate it. Boom! Heavy braking right now. Down. You see the 100 marker board there, into the right to turn through the first chicane here. Okay, I'm actually going to go here because I am. This first chicane, I actually used to really like this. You could really hustle the car in here. The curbs are quite forgiving. It's very hard to take off the speed and then sort of manage it and hold the car with a good mid-corner speed without going too fast, having been going that fast on the straight. And then you just release again. Obviously the tarmac here in the purpose-built chicane is much nicer than on the main road. And then boom, you explode back out and go straight. Whereas right now we're going to go left again. People said having the chicanes made it safer and easier, maybe safer in terms of top speed, but not safer or less energy involved, because for the drivers you're actually having to break down from max speed 3 times instead of just once. And in some cars that obviously involves a tremendous amount of energy, and with those carbon discs it's just violent the way you stop. And then we join back on with the Mulsanne. It takes a lot of prep work for them to get this place ready. These barricades of the three-layer guardrail has been here for a long time. I bet there's sections of it that are actually even here from when they did the Le Mans movie, Steve McQueen movie. I bet there's small sections of it that haven't even been uprated since then. So here you are. Now, right now we are on the racing line. You stay to the right because you're coming down to the second chicane. And this is, you see it a lot. You'll watch it on our Fox broadcast. You get that kind of classic shot as the cars are trying, especially at the start. Everyone is making the most of the good overtaking opportunity that this allows you to have. This chicane I always found harder. I don't think I spun in it, but I definitely went wrong a few times carrying the speed in. Again, can you imagine you're doing 200 plus miles an hour, bang, braking so hard. I can't really go in there.
Sure.
Actually, I can. Here we go. We are going in there. And here it is. This is the second chicane, guys. This is very cool. You can see, again, the curbing on the inside allows you to run right up on it. But you don't really gain that much of an advantage. What you're trying to do is just carry your terminal velocity, your maximum cornering speed, so you can explode on the exit, aiming out for that lamp pole out there. These tires won't be here on the middle of the racetrack. Okay, it looks like are we looking good after this van? I think we're looking good after this van and looking good after this car. After this car, after this van.
After this black car, you can go.
Okay, after this car, you can go.
Well, if you get it, you'll go.
Okay, and you let the car go out wide here. I bet these are drivers running. Of course, I'd like to say I used to do that. No, I never used to do that. Who is it? Some of the Ford drivers. Oh, it's Westbrook and those guys. Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to just jump out and get a video of this. I was fairly fit as a driver, and of course, I would always catch a ride around the track. But there are some drivers that are much fitter, and you never know who you're going to find out here. You got a long bloody way to go. Come on. Fuck. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm here for cut. Where's the water bottles? Whoa! I'm ready. I'm ready. That's enough. That's enough. They're too fit, those bastards. Of course, that is the driver lineup for one of the top running Ford GTs. I'm out of breath just getting out to wish them good luck. Oh, Ryan Briscoe, Richard Westbrook, and Antonio Garcia. They are super fast on track. Pretty fast running too. That's funny seeing them. Come on, let's overtake them, my only chance. Whoa! Which is the Le Mans golf course, which I used to play in when the driving was a lot less exacting in terms of commercial obligations. You used to go and play golf. Dad used to go and play tennis with Jack Lafitte and everybody at the tennis club. On Fridays, everybody used to really relax. Now, they're running the track. So here's what happens. You're coming down the Mulsanne Straight, you go through this right kink. We have the most spectacular shots on the Fox broadcast of the cars coming in here fast. And it's a very easy place to outbrake yourself. Now in the wet, the brow used to be a lot more severe as you came over the top. And do you remember we saw the Mercedes flip there? Actually, there's a famous photograph. I'm in the Viper in front of the Mercedes when it flipped and suddenly it disappeared in my mirrors. Anyway, you come in here. In '95, I'm racing the McLaren. We were on Goodyears, not Michelin's like the Leto car, who ultimately won. And I locked up coming across the top there, boom, boom, and no ABS, and it was really tough to stop the car. Supposed to come this way, I went over there, went round that roundabout, which is public road, came round, and the policeman standing there, and he's like, "Arrete, stop!" And I was like, "No, I'm one of the race cars." So he let me get back on the track. I came through here, carried on, only lost about 10 seconds of the race. This right here, where the edge of the golf course, as you go around, look how tight it is where they used to do the old timing and scoring. So they'd do the pit boards there. And so this is where the pit boards would be held up for the drivers as they came round, right here by the golf course. That's actually a very tight corner, isn't it, after such a long, fast straight? Very cool. The most challenging area of the racetrack, especially in the dark, even more so in the wet. And that is, of course, the sequence of corners leading up to Indianapolis. And you really do have to pick your line, which makes it very difficult to overtake or be overtaken in multi-class racing. But you're over there on the left, you're bringing the car through this apex here. You're very precise about where you are because you're approaching literally top speed. And this is where there was that terrible accident with Rockenfeller when the Audi actually ended up in the trees out there to the left of us. But you can see just how absolutely critical line is, because you are going as fast here pretty much as you do down the Mulsanne Straight. And this right-hander here doesn't look like much to us right now, but you try going two abreast through here and that'll get your attention up. It's phenomenal. For me, the most demanding. Actually, this is right where Rocky's crash was. This whole sequence through here is very popular with the fans because they can really get around and watch it. And we've watched the cars come through here, sweeping through this left. You can see there's actually quite a bit of camber to the track right here, sweeping through the left and coming up here to Arnage corner. We can't go straight on, but that is Arnage right there. ahead of us. Really tricky in the wet to break down for it. We're actually going to go around here through the camping. This is jammed with fans. You can't even get here. Race day, it's one of the must-do sort of places to come and try and find out. And look, there it says the road is actually going to be closed on the 16th of June for 12 hours, 24 hours.